Hello, Henry. Do you remember how you got here? This next part might hurt. Squeeze? You and I were, we still are, husband and wife. I love you, Henry.
Henry, they want your technology.
How would you like the new you?
The chute! Hold the chute! Hold on, Henry!
So I saw this movie last night with my friend, and we walked out with similar opinions and dissimilar opinions. We both agreed it was one of the best and most, one-of-a-kind films that we've ever seen. But we didn't agree on how, I'm very meticulous. I like to pick things apart. I like to know how you guys accomplish stuff like this. But he, on the other hand, likes, the magic of not knowing. And so, when you're watching movies, which do you prefer, and how do you want your audiences to watch this movie? Do you want them to be in awe from not knowing, or do you want them to respect the craft by knowing how you guys did it?
I personally like witchcrafting. I like when I don't know how it's made. If it's mystery for me, I like it more.
I like to just be immersed emotionally in the film. And then maybe afterwards, if you think about it and you start thinking, wait a second, how did they actually do that? But I don't like to be actually watching something and thinking, especially because that's what I do for a living. So if a movie can actually make me stop thinking and just immerse me, then I'm relieved. Thank you.
It's a big deal. Yeah. It's a successful film. For me, it's I'm kind of close to Sharlto's. The magic should be there, because if you're thinking about it, that is a sign that that something's not holding on to you. But with this one, I think with Hardcore Henry, the idea is that first you're going because you're like, wow, and you're there and you're immersed, and then you can be like, how did they actually do it? And I think both approaches work. I mean, whatever works for whoever is watching. I don't think it's a right or wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. But so when I watched this movie, I noticed the style, I noticed the wit. I laughed so hard when you did the jumbled subtitle text at the bottom.
That was a great idea.
That was a good idea right there.
I said to him the first time I saw it, I said, dude, well done, that's just too good.
Yeah, love that. But do you think it's lazy filmmaking when you watch something and you don't notice those sorts of things?
There's no right or wrong way to tell a story. It probably is.
I agree. But I mean on that.
I love films that
you don't have to be overly stylized.
The End of the Tour is my favorite film of last year.
Yeah.
And that was pretty sort of very low-key and basic, and it rested on two great performances. I don't need it to be POV to or flashy. There's no I think I love spectacle movies. I love small dramas. As long as the film is great, there's no genre or no technique that's beyond or below what I want.
So when you go into something like this, and it's virtually uncharted territory. I mean, there's a short, and I've seen other people do the POV thing, but where do you find the faith to kind of pull this off? Because I mean, it's more than just like you leading it or you coming in and finding it and you acting in it. It's very collaborative. It's all on. You all depend on each other.
Absolutely.
For me, the music video was a key part of that faith. I think for you
for
too.
Me too. For me, no, and also my first conversation with Ilya, because I just found that he has a taste, and it's really important for the big movie.
And for me, it was the video talking. I knew Timur from before, and I hadn't worked with him, and meeting Ilya and talking with Ilya first. I realized there's a personality type. You need to do this. This is going to be like going back to sort of film school. It's going to remind me of the first movies I ever made in my life when I was in high school. I just knew that in the sense of there's going to be tough, and it's going to be you have limited money, so you need the right personality. And when I spoke to him, I was like, this is a guy with a personality that can lead, and he's going to be able to push through the really hard times that are coming, and it really was for both of us at various times. But I think we had the right personalities across the three of us. I spoke to him. I was like, this is not like some little artist that's I've got this idea. He's a real sort of leader of men in a lot of ways with both these guys. No, it's true, man. And it's he's leading some of the most hardcore men you'll ever meet in your life. These Russian stunt guys. you know, there was a hardness in a sense that was needed to actually physically make the film.
Yeah.
And for me, I think I'll be real quick with my answer. I couldn't have a film that wouldn't work. So it's been 3 years of, I had great support, I had a great crew, I had these guys, but it was, for me, the stakes were, I mean, they were high for everybody, but first in my mind, I was like, this is, either we'll stop it right away, because it's not going to work, or I'm going to push through, and it's going to be horrifyingly scary at moments, but it's my first film, I don't want to make a lot more movies, and I want to make sure this one's great. So it's just, there was no, the whole refuse to lose thing, that was absolutely like the mantra for me personally.